Today we are going to talk about when is the best time to trade, including an overview of the typical trading day, week, and month. Second point on our list, on our schedule for today, what is the best time of the day, of the week, and month to trade? Third one, how does this change depending on your trading style? And the fourth point topic, how does this change depending on the markets you trade? So make sure, guys, that you stay until the end of this webinar, because I will be showing you how you can figure out when is the best time for you to trade and how to become successful in trading. So my name is Marcus Gabel, and I'm a professional analyst, speaker, trading, and life coach. Because you know, life and trading belongs together. And offshore, I'm a real trader, and I've been trading the global markets for over 22 years right now. In this webinar series, Trading Spotlight, know the name, I'm partnering with Admiral Markets, which is a Forex broker and CFD broker that offers trading on over 8,000 different financial instruments through one of the world's best trading platforms, MetaTrader 5. And finally, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to like this video, give us a like, share it with other traders. That was a great pleasure for us, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Okay, so as you can see these days, this is a different background right now because I'm at home. This is a special webinar. I hope the technical stuff is okay. You can hear me, you can see me, you have the slide in front of you, and maybe you can give me just hint this everything is fine. Because yes, I'm at home, and today it's a private webinar. You have special insight of my private home office room here. And yes, this is money from Ice Age, and he has protected me and my mind with power and real calm. Okay, I want to say hello and welcome to this wonderful webinar. And thanks, Blumen. Thank you very much. Yes, the typical trading day. Let's talk about this stuff today. Maybe this is a little bit interesting for you. Where are you placed around the world? So let's talk about the typical trading day, about the week and the month. And if you're a little bit confused, I'm watching on the right side because, you know, I'm at home here right now and my screen is on the right side, but the cam is here completely in front of me here right now. So basically, everything is depending from your available time, account size, and trading style. This is basically the answer. When is the best time to trade for you? And let me say this first, first of all, my mission is to give you some content, some input you can work with. This is useful for you because we only have one challenge. We have to make as valuable as possible, our lifetime. So, and I don't want to waste the next 45 minutes to you. I want to give you something you can work with, and this is really helpful for you to figure out how you can become a real successful trader. And I'm really grateful that you spend your time with me this afternoon. But first of all, don't forget, I'm a German guy. My English is German as well, but I do a lot of efforts that you can understand what I try to say. But please have a little bit mercy and forgiveness with me if I look for some words, so the grammar is not always the best. Okay, so but this is the answer basically. When is the best time to trade for you, for yourself? It's depending of your own available time, your account size, and of course your own trading style. And I hope you have a trading style already, because all the other things are, you know, accidentally trading, and you know, accidents you cannot make repeatable or consistently in trading. So you always need a great strategy. And if you listen to Paul on Monday and Jens on Friday, yes, you learn a lot of things about strategy. And my part is every Wednesday to talk about a little bit out of the box of trading and the human things, because it's how should I say, it's my deep insight over the past 20 years that yes, okay, you need a strategy, yes, and trading is fine, but the humanity, the human behind the trader is so much more important than the trader himself. And for that, it's interesting, and it's really important. How much time do you have for trading? And is it necessarily to use that lot of time in front of the screen? Or can you be successful with a little bit less time in front of the PC? So in front of the screens. So, and the other side is if you have a small account size. And if I am talking about a small account size, I'm talking about less than 50,000 euros. If you have less than 10,000 euros or dollars, maybe, then it's a small account. Maybe for you, it's a huge account. But in common with all the big markets around, it's not. Because, we have $8 trillion to change every day in Forex market alone. 8 trillion, or it means 8 billions, real billions. In US, it would be billions. So we say trillions, billions, trillions. Yeah, Jesus Christ. But $8 billion every day, which changes the owners. And this is, I guess, this is a huge amount. So as a day trader, you work in 5 minute, 1 minute, 15-minute periods of sure. Then you can use every day, every week, and of course every month, a year. There's no limitation about when do you want to trade as a day trader. If you are a swing trader, and swing trader means, I guess, 1 hourly chart, 4 hourly chart, and upwards, of course, daily chart, weekly chart, then doesn't care when do you start with your trades. So, of course, trades in hourly chart or maybe in 4 hourly daily chart, they work for a lot of time, sometimes weeks. And if I remember one of my best trades, oh my God, what just like a memory. It's a couple of years ago. It was in US dollar, Japanese yen. I started in weekly chart, and this trade took around 6 months, and I got 2,882 pips with that. But this was, oh my God, I remember like yesterday. It was a really, really huge challenge, and one of the biggest challenge in my life ever. And it was bigger than my first marriage, of course. So, but trading is a little bit like life. Okay, and if you are an investor, so it makes no difference when do you invest during the year, because you will buy some shares or some forex currency, something else, and you plan to hold the position over a month or maybe over years, of course. So there's no difference when do you want to invest. So let's make a quick sum. As a day trader, you can use every day. As a swing trader, you can use every day and every week. Of course, there's no limitation. And as an investor, doesn't care when do you want to invest. So let's go on with the next slide. And the typical trading day. Let's talk about the typical trading day. If you are, how should I say, if you are a day trader, 1 minute, 5 minute, up to 15 minutes. I guess less people trade in 30 minutes. The big jump is from 1, 5, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and then up to 1 hour. That's the typical periods and time frames most of the day traders are trading. So if you are a European trader, so at the moment, I don't know where are you placed or where are you at home right now. But if you are a European trader, then the typical trading day starts at 8. I'm talking about the German time. In Bulgaria, of course, it's 1 hour before. Maybe it's 4 o'clock in the evening. And of course, London is maybe 1 hour in front of us as well, or behind right now. But in German markets open for a typical trading day at 8 o'clock. The future market, for example, the DAX and the Bund future opens at 8 German time, which means if you are a day trader, the preparation for your trading day should take place 1 hour before. So if you are a full-time trader as a day trader, of course, then you have to start at 7 in the morning to prepare your trading day. I hear very often that people say, oh, I have to prepare the market. And I always say, how? How do you want to prepare the markets? Markets are working 24/5. So what do you want to prepare? The markets are working. What you have to prepare is your trading day. So check the markets. Where are you? What happens in the night to the Asian session? So what's the biggest news coming out the morning or the day? What's happened with your own trades, with your working trades, running trades at the moment? Then check your favorite markets, Euro, US dollar, DAX, something else. Which time frame do you want to trade today? Be careful about the data they're coming out. They were coming out today. And of course, you have to check the trends. And of course, you have to prepare what do you want to trade? Trend, movement, something else in that way. That you have to prepare. You don't have to prepare the market. Please cut this kind of wording out of your mind. It's completely different. It's dangerous. If you think in your mind, because this is what you think you will say you will do, and you make with everything what you do, what you think and what you say, you make like an imprint in your mind. So this is like an imprint, and this is like an image which will come out a little bit later. So you cannot prepare the market. Market are working. Market's always there. So please set it in your mind, the sentence, I have to prepare my trading day, or I have to prepare my trading style for today. That's the better words. That's very important. You know, humanity and mindset. It's the 99% of your success is depending from your mindset, not a strategy, not. So the London fixing especially for gold and Forex opens, which means higher volatility in trading chances for short-term oriented traders. So, and you know, at 9 German time, the cash market opens. The DAX, the real DAX opens, future 8, cash market at 9. Also, London fixing 1 hour difference. You have to take care about that, because if London market opens, you will have higher volatility in the markets. So be careful about that. So you see in the time between 7 and 9, a little bit later than 9, you will have a lot of volatility in the markets, indices, futures, Forex, especially if you are a day trader and you are engaged in trading in 1 minute or 5 minute charts. And maybe you will see that if you can make a check tomorrow morning, if you have maybe in 1 minute or 5 minute charts, you have opened your Euro USD chart, then check the candles at 7, at 8, and 9. And you will see at least at 7 and 8, when the markets are open, the European session, because you know Forex is working around the clock 24/5, but there are special how should I say, sessions. But in a coming up slide, I want to show you this one. So so just a moment. Yes. Okay, I guess I made a mistake here right now, but you can see the slide. That's the real one. So between 11:30 a.m. and I always talking about the German time And 2 p.m. markets are used to be quiet or calm, and because most of the traders are in a break or in a lunch break, and especially in London and Forex. And you know, sometimes I use my office in Frankfurt, and I'm also in a lunch break. And if I go to special places where you can eat and take some food and grab some food and beverages and something else, so there's a huge traffic in the time between 11:30 and 2 p.m. in that time, especially between 12 and 1 o'clock. So, and if the guys, the big traders, the big guys are in a lunch break, then they are not on the screen. They are not trading at the moment. So you can see most of the times, especially in this special time, there is there are soft and calm times. Okay. Mostly at 2:30 p.m. German time, of course, you can see that important data will be announced and will published in that time, which means we will high volatility again. And you know, we have often, almost every day, we have this publishing and this announcement of very important data at 2:30 in the afternoon. Then 3:30 German time, which means 9:30 in USA, the US markets open. That's next. And just it's a good idea to stay calm in that way, to wait for a couple of minutes to let the first orders passing by the markets, because at 3:30 the book map, the order book opens, the market opens, and a lot of traffic is in the market, because the task of the exchange is to keep in balance supply and demand. And then the book map is full from orders due the night, and then markets open. It's like the box of the Pandora, and a lot of huge, and you can see it in Dow Jones, for example, in around 13 minutes, the US market open, and if you watch in Dow Jones, the 1 minute candle, you can see it is going up and down and up and down. So you have a lot of volatility there, and it's surely not the best time to trade in that minutes. Then between a little bit later, between 5:30 and 7 p.m. London and German stock markets close, the European markets close, and Forex markets going to be a little bit closer and slower, because they finish their work in Frankfurt and in London. And of course, it's the same time when the US traders have their own lunch break. And as I said, if they have lunch break, they are not in front of their machines and in front of their screens, and they don't make trades in that time. Only the internals make their trades, or the other participants make trades, and algorithm, of course, but not huge traders. And there's this special information. US traders love to extend lunch break. They really make long lunch breaks, because it's not an exception that they make lunch break from 11 German time or their time to 2 or 3 or 2:30 in the afternoon. They love their lunch break, of course. They trade really less hours in USA over there. Okay, so as a consequence, European traders should finish their trading day between 5:30 and 7. Especially you are a full-time trader and you trade the whole day, then you should finish your trading day in the evening. It makes no sense to sit in front of your machine from 7 in the morning till 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. German time. That's too overwhelming, that's too exhausting, and it makes no sense. You cannot make more money the longer you stay in front of the screen. You cannot make more money. There's a different situation if you have special days. Maybe you trade 2 hours in the morning, maybe between 9 and 11, and then you take your break. And maybe then you trade between 3 and 5. then it's fine. Then you can then you can, if you're committed with that, and if you're feeling good and you're feeling comfortable with that, you can trade between 8 and 10 p.m. the US market. So you have 6 hours, but you have a lot of breaks in between. So you have time for your family, you have time for your kids, you have time for buying some goods, you're doing some homework, something else, or you have time for yourself, personal development, reading some books, and something else. And I think it's the best idea to reading books in between and not to be focused the whole time to the markets. Believe me, I did it. I did it a lot of years. The only thing I didn't make money, I made money, yes, of course, but I didn't make too much money. I wasted a lot of time, and especially you have short trades in minute chart or 5 minute charts. But to be honest, you waste a lot of time, and especially as I told you at the first slide, especially you have a small account. Believe me, there is no chance to rise up your account to 100% by consistently and repeatable trading. You waste your lifetime. Please do me a favor. Every other things are so much more important than red and green candles. That's my private opinion. The good news is you can make money on the market, but not in the way marketing wants to make us believe. Of course not. There is no chance to make 100% every day. Maybe you can do it. I did it the day before last year. I made 104% through the whole year, 52 weeks and enough days, but it's not possible. So last year I made around 12%. I guess 12% was a really hard year last year. But if you think you can double your account every day or every month or every year, it's just a rumor. Fake news. Doesn't work. Would it be possible? Believe me, it would be a fact that we wouldn't be sitting here in front of the screens and I wouldn't talk to you. Because it would be possible that you can double your account all the time. Everyone would figure out how it would work, and there wouldn't be existing more. There would be exist more anymore a trading situation. So please stay calm, take and use your lifetime very wisely, because you don't know how long your life will go on. So therefore, I guess with my words, you will figure out a little bit what is fitting to you, what shapes to your own life and your own trading style. So during the whole day, we see a lot of different announcements, numbers, and the data they're coming out. So almost every day from Monday to Friday, we get economic data from Germany and England and other European countries, of course, maybe between 9:30 and 11. So almost every day we get some announcement from British pound at 10:30 German time, of course. So we have the ZEW index and numbers on 11 German time. And then the same between 2:30 and 4, sometimes 4:30 in USA and Canadian dollar or in Canada. So for example, today we expect a rate interest decision from Canada. And this will happen at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Then we have the Asian countries like China, Japan, Australia, New Zealand. They will publish their data in the night, in our German night, between 11 p.m. and 5:30 in the morning. Sometimes we get the interest rate decision or the announcements from Japan in 5:30 in the morning. Especially rate decisions from New Zealand, Australia, we get in 11 or sometimes 1 a.m. in the morning. So every Wednesday, except this week, because we had Martin Luther Day King. It was a celebration day, a day off. This week in USA, we get it on Thursday, but normally we used to get the new oil inventories at 4:30 p.m. every Wednesday. So if you trade with oil, then you have to care about this special data here. So let's go on a typical trading month right now. So the most important trading days during the month are the interest rate decisions from BOE. It's the shortcut from Bank of England. Then BOG, that's Bank of Japan. Then the Federal Reserve, that's USA. Then ECB, that's Europe. The RBA, Royal Bank of Australia. And the RBZ, that's Royal Bank of New Zealand. They publish their announcements and interest rate decision through the month, most every third month. Okay. Another important trading day, another important day is always the first Friday every month when the non-farm payrolls coming out. And that's really, really important because this has a huge impact to the indices, to almost all currencies about USD, and of course gold, and the bond markets over there in Germany, and of course more in USA. And then of course every 3 months at the third Friday, we see the future expiry days. And then we have a big expiry day every, we have a small expiry day every month, third Friday, but a huge expiry day in futures, shares, and commodities, of course, every 3 months. So March, June, yes, September, and December, yes. So all these events, guys, have a huge impact to the markets because we have a lot of volatility and unexpected moves, which can be very dangerous for your open positions. Maybe you ask me if I care about the numbers, if I care about the data, or if I care about the news. And I can give you a clear answer, yes, I do. Most of the times in my normal office, I have a special site. It's Forex Live, and I can see, especially the Forex market, all news. But why I care for that? I'm not interested about the special numbers. I don't care about the special data. I only want to see when, because which means I wouldn't open a position when I know 1 hour later. For example, I know this afternoon at 4 p.m. my time, the Canadian dollar will be coming out with a rate interest decision. I wouldn't open a trade in Canadian dollar right now. And I avoid to open trades since yesterday in Canadian dollar. So, you know, I'm engaged in trading and I'm a swing trader, 4 hourly charts, daily charts, very calm, long running positions. But if I have an opener position, I don't care about that. Or especially I trail my stop really close to avoid big losses. But especially about the data and numbers, I wouldn't open a position, except you're a news trader. But if you are a news trader, I must confess, and I don't want to insult you, please understand in the right way. I have to confess, it's a little bit like gambling. Why? It doesn't matter which numbers or data are coming out. If they are good, if they are bad, no one knows. No one knows what will happen. I made a really interesting experience in the past years, and I watched this a lot of times. Sometimes we have exactly the same numbers. from month to month, exactly. Less changing in the numbers, almost the same, were announced, but we have completely different moves in the market. The 1 month, we have numbers, our market is reacting very positive, and we have huge rising markets. Then 1 month later, we have less changing the numbers or data, almost nothing. But then the market is reacting very bad, and we have sharply decreasing markets. Why is that so? That's really easy. It doesn't matter, the numbers especially. It's the most important thing, which environment these numbers are hitting on. The environment, if we have a good environment, then the numbers will care that the market is rising up. But if we have a bad and a really exciting and carefully and anxiety environment, then the same numbers will hit a bad environment and the markets sharply decrease. Can you know that before? Can you predict that? No, you cannot, because you otherwise you have to crystal ball, and no one has a crystal ball, just only probabilities. You are on the right side of the chart. No one knows what will happen. So news trading means it's really exciting. It's big excitement and really stressful. And it's just gambling, because you cannot know up and down. Most of the times, the market switches up and down, and you get in, you get out, you get in, you get out. I can talk about that. Do you know why? I tried it a lot of times, because it's a part of my trading career. I did it in the past in 1 minute chart, and I made a lot of preparation and information about the coming up news. And I thought, okay, if I get this news, the market must go up. Or I read a lot of newspapers, and I made my own preparation about the market. And I thought, okay, if the numbers were coming out in that way, we will sharply decreasing, we will have sharply decreasing markets. Believe me, I lost a lot of money with that stupid kind of trading. To become a really good news trader, you can do it in shares, of course. In shares, okay, you can have a little bit more prediction about that. But believe me, I know a really famous guy in Germany. He's a news trader, and he's really, really successful. But there is a big but in this sentence. He has 25 years experience. Do you have 25 years experience? And if you would ask that guy, then it's Giovanni Ciccivelli, of course. His name is Giovanni Ciccivelli, really famous and wonderful trading guy. But he has almost 30, in between almost 30 years experience. And would you ask him, he would say the same. You need a lot of experience, and it's a really hard working style, really, really hard working style. And of course, you need a huge amount to become successful in that trading day. So believe me, there are more calm and softer trading strategies. You can make the same money. Okay, so that's the sum of this slide. Yes, that we will have a lot of volatility and unexpected moves in the market. It's always the best. You don't trade in that way. Then scalpers and day trading. I guess some of you guys want to try this stuff, day trading and scalping, because I did it. Believe me, the smallest time frame I ever traded was 30 seconds, almost tick shot. I was so stupid, because I really thought I can make quick and fast and big money in the markets the more I go down in the time frames. Believe me, the only thing what I won in that way was a lot of experience. but not money. Really, of course, not money. Today I'm able to make money because today I'm a swing trader. And believe me, you can talk about a lot of experienced traders. Most of them are swing traders. Very, very less experienced traders and successful traders are future traders in 1 minute or 5 minute chart. Very less, very, very less people. The best trading days, in my experience, as a scalper or day trading is from Tuesday to Thursday. Because Monday is, in my opinion, a very difficult day because markets open. They have to work off the weekend, some news and something else, because big players in Frankfurt, London, and of course over there, overseas as well, they make their morning meetings to prepare the rest of the week. So they are not in front of their machines on Monday morning. They start their trading week on Monday afternoon. So there are most of the times calm or high volatility times in Monday morning. It's not the best idea for scalpers there. So the same thing on Friday, also very difficult because very important data numbers get out and get published, and the big players often to finish their work noon, Friday noon. Really, I know that. I spoke to a lot of people, and all the guys told me US traders stop their work on Friday noon. They go into the weekend. They open the weekend on Friday noon, and less people trade. And you can see it in the market, especially Dow Jones, S&P 500, and Forex markets as well. Latest at 4 p.m. afternoon, the markets get calm. So a scalper and a day trader isn't engaged in trading on Monday or Friday. Mostly, not always. And I wouldn't talk for all traders. I know some traders, they love to trade on Monday or on Friday, but that's a little bit more scalpers and how should I say? Yes, news traders, of course, a little bit gambling in that way. Okay, then swing traders, so a little bit like me. Swing traders, on the other hand, there are no limitations when you want to open a trade. Swing traders, you know, your positions will take place a lot of times, days, maybe sometimes weeks. And the only exception is when we get some non-farm payrolls or some interest rate decisions like today. And of course, don't forget tomorrow. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock German time, we have the rate decision from ECB in Frankfurt. So like with short-term traders, Friday can also be difficult because it's when important data numbers get published, non-farm payrolls. So, and to be honest, about my experience, and I guess you ask sometimes about experience, I avoid to open trades on Friday afternoon. Latest Friday noon. Friday morning, okay, I'm fine with it, but I avoid to open trades on Friday afternoon because weekend is coming and no one knows what will happen on weekend. So I let my trades running over the weekend. That's not a problem, but then I have a stop in it. But I avoid to get into or to open a position by a stupid spike in the afternoon or late in the evening on Friday. That makes no sense. Just only a hint about that. So, okay. So what is the best time to trade? Basically, we can say for all kind of traders, keep the following in mind right now. Avoid opening trades in front of news. And when really important numbers are going to be published, like interest rate decisions and non-farm payrolls. Try to avoid it. If you have open trades in that, trail your stop, make the trade safe, or be in front of your screen that you can handle your trades by manually. And this is another experience by myself. Try to open trades avoid opening trades in front or in less volatile times like holidays or celebration days. I guess it makes no sense in the time in mid of July to the end of August, a little bit starting of September. That's vacation time around the world in these special days, special places, Europe and USA, of course, and of course Christmas time. So it makes no sense. The big guys are not on place. Of course, they are not on their desk, and it makes no sense. So this is our basic informations, I would say. Okay. So the best time for different markets right now. As a day trader, there is a difference between trading of shares of Forex. You know, Forex 24/5. If you trade shares, you should wait until 30 minutes after the markets open, either Germany 9 or USA 3:30, because after opening, the market will work off the orders which came into the order book during the night. And you know, between 3:30 and 4 in the first 30 minutes, the markets must work on all these orders, which means high volatility in the first 30 minutes. Interesting, really interesting to watch is in the first 30 minutes, you will see up and downs, but after the first 30 minutes, you will see a first trend. And then maybe you can trail or you can follow the daily trend at that moment. It's just a little bit experience about myself. So, and of course, as a Forex trader, you should know the main places where Forex is being traded is London, London, Frankfurt, Tokyo, New York, and with the main cities being London, of course, and Frankfurt. I don't know what will happen after Brexit, but I know Goldman Sachs, for example, ordered a huge building in Frankfurt, and they rent huge floors for their traders. About 250 traders must move from London to Frankfurt. So I don't know what will happen in the future, but I guess Frankfurt will be more important than London to the next years. Just a rumor. I don't know. We will see the facts, but it's very close to be a fact. So in Forex means we have three time zones where Forex takes place. The European session from 7 to 4 or 7 to 3 in the afternoon. Then we have the US session from 2, 3 till 10 p.m. And then the Asian session from 11 to 6 or 7 in the morning. So if you live in Europe, you will see that between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. the best time to trade, as if you are a day trader or a scalper, and yes, a swing trader, of course, as well. So you see the different markets. There's a big difference between futures, shares, and of course Forex. Please be aware what kind of trades do you want to make. Okay, guys, we are just in time. Let's make a little bit conclusion. There are certain times when the markets are more volatile and others when they are quieter. Of course, smart traders can take advantage of these. What fits to you? With this information, you can make clear which kind of trading and trading times markets are fitting to you. The best time to trade is different depending on whether you are a day trader or a swing trader or investor. If you're an investor, then you're not a trader, of course. And as a day trader, you must be more careful than a swing trader, of course, about the numbers and datas, because then as a day trader, you have more better days, Tuesday to Thursday, and as a swing trader, you can trade almost the whole day and the whole week, the whole month. But both types of traders, swing traders and scalpers and day traders, must take care on the big data releases. That was the topic, the best time of trade. I hope you get a little bit information you can use for yourself. Of course, now if you have any questions about that, join our exclusive trading community, Trading Spotlight community, guys. After the webinar, we will never leave you as our client, friend, and family behind, because I guess you need some support. For that, we open this on Traders Yard. Please type it into your browser, tradersyard.com. There you can share the group number 312, like community. We are 61 participants at the moment, and we want to rise up to 100. And I hope you will join us there, because Paul, Jens, and me, we publish all our trades. I make videos there. You can watch whenever you have time about strategies, about the trading preparation, to explain the trades like this, a little bit like this webinar. So, and of course, you will be informed when we have webinars, and you will see the recordings if you don't have time to join us in live, of course. So on Friday, Jens, my wonderful continuous partner, will continue on Friday. He will talk about the best currency pairs to trade, an overview, the major currency pairs, the typical behavior of every kind of each of them, and which pairs are most suited to different traders. Friday, 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. German time, of course. And I hope you will join us there as well. Let me say thank you, and in the name from Admiral Markets as well, thank you for your lifetime. I hope I could fulfill your lifetime now, the last 45 minutes, with valuable things. We learned a little bit. If you have any questions, I'm around Traders Yard in a group right now. If you have any special questions, join this group. And the only thing, you need a deposit account at Admiral Markets, a live account, of course. Then we are waiting for you there, and we want to bring you to become successful trading, because there are a lot of ways you can become successful in trading. So with this in our mind, thank you very much for your lifetime. You can contact there, you see it in the slides. And of course, the last sentence always, I want to finish, the Marcus time is, please be careful about your thoughts, because they are the beginning of your actions. See you. Bye-bye.